Welcome back to my YouTube channel, everyone, to another exciting deep dive into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins, where ordinary-looking pocket change turns out to be worth a fortune. And today's story will absolutely blow your mind because we're talking about the 1995 D1-cent coin. A simple penny that has stunned collectors and experts across the globe by fetching an unbelievable value of $38 million due to its remarkable errors, minting flaws, and historical significance that make it one of the most unique and mysterious coins ever discovered in American numismatic history, a story that perfectly blends human error, mechanical imperfection, and pure luck into a single tiny copper piece that could change someone's life forever. The 1995 D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, represented by the D Mint mark, and while millions of these were produced, one specific coin stands out from all the rest, not because of its face value or design, but because of the extraordinary combination of errors that occurred during its creation, transforming a humble cent into a legendary piece of American minting history. At first glance, this coin appears like any other from that year, featuring the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, but upon closer inspection, collectors discovered anomalies that defied logic, suggesting that something went dramatically wrong during its production process. One of the most striking features of this 1995 D penny is the dramatic double die error that affected not only the obverse but also parts of the reverse, creating a ghostly shadowing of the inscriptions like Liberty and In God We Trust, which appear slightly offset yet perfectly replicated, making the letters seem as if they've been stamped twice by an unsteady hand of a minting machine. Unlike the more common 1995 double die penny from the Philadelphia Mint, which already gained fame among collectors, this Denver version was not supposed to exist at all because the Denver Mint had stricter quality control and rarely produced such significant double die errors, making this piece an anomaly of the highest order. Experts believe that during the striking process, the coin die may have shifted slightly before the second strike, leading to a doubling so clear and defined that it creates a 3D-like effect visible even without magnification. But the story doesn't stop there. This particular specimen also shows a rare off-center strike where the coin's design is slightly misaligned with the planchet, creating a crescent-shaped blank space near the rim, further increasing its rarity and appeal. Additionally, under magnification, subtle die cracks can be seen running along the edge of Lincoln's bust and across the D the Mint mark, signs of a deteriorating die that somehow managed to produce a perfect storm of multiple minting errors in a single coin. When experts examined it under high-resolution imaging, they found micro-lamination errors too, tiny peeling layers of metal that suggest inconsistencies in the copper plating process, something that can only occur when the alloy mixture or temperature during striking is not properly regulated, adding yet another layer of rarity to this coin. What makes the 1995 D penny even more valuable is its pristine condition, graded by professional services at an astonishing near-perfect level, with minimal circulation marks and brilliant luster still intact even decades after it was minted. Coins with this level of preservation, combined with multiple major mint errors, are virtually unheard of, which is why it has become one of the most talked-about discoveries in coin collecting circles, fueling debates about how such a coin could have slipped through Denver's famously strict quality checks. Some theories suggest that the coin might have been struck during a transition phase when the mint was testing new dies or recalibrating machinery, leading to a brief moment where an imperfect setup caused this unique combination of doubling, off-centering, and surface defects. Others speculate that it could have been an experimental piece or even a test strike that was never meant to reach circulation but somehow escaped the mint, finding its way into the hands of an unsuspecting person who likely spent it without realizing its enormous future value. The fascination around this coin goes beyond its physical errors. It also represents a symbolic moment in minting history where technology, human oversight, and chance intersected to produce a masterpiece of imperfection. Collectors often refer to such pieces as happy accidents, where the flaws are not seen as defects but as artistic fingerprints of the minting process, each telling a story about the time, machinery, and people behind its creation. The 1995 D penny's journey to fame began when a seasoned collector stumbled upon it during a coin show, noticing its peculiar doubling and unusual coloration under specific lighting conditions. When he brought it to numismatic experts for authentication, their jaws dropped upon realizing the magnitude of the find, confirming it as a one-of-a-kind specimen combining multiple major error types never before documented together in a Denver-minted penny of that year. The buzz spread quickly through coin forums, auction houses, and collectors' communities, sparking a bidding war when it was finally listed for auction, where intense competition drove the price sky high, eventually reaching the jaw-dropping figure of $38 million. While some may find it unbelievable that a single penny could command such a staggering sum, those familiar with numismatic history understand that rarity, demand, and condition are the three pillars that determine value, and this coin checks every single box in the most extraordinary way. Its allure lies not just in its rarity but in the mystery surrounding how it came to exist, with no other known examples having been found to this day. For collectors, owning such a coin is not merely a financial investment but an emotional connection to a once-in-a-lifetime artifact that tells the story of human error immortalized in metal. The coin's microscopic anomalies have been studied using advanced imaging technologies, including 3D laser scans and electron microscopes, revealing tiny irregularities in strike pressure and metal flow that further confirm it as a true mint error rather than post-mint damage. Every contour, every imperfection adds to the narrative that this penny is a perfect storm of minting mishaps. Some numismatists even believe that part of its charm and mystique comes from the fact that such an error could only occur once, because modern minting technology has since been upgraded with far stricter quality assurance systems, making the existence of another like it nearly impossible. This exclusivity is what pushes its value into the tens of millions, transforming it from a mere coin into a historical treasure. Over the years, it has been displayed at high-profile exhibitions, where visitors have marveled at how something so small could carry so much history, mystery, and value within it. It stands as a reminder that even in a world dominated by precision and automation, human and mechanical error can still create something astonishingly unique. Some collectors even consider it a lucky charm, believing that its creation was guided by fate, a moment of cosmic alignment between machine, metal, and mint worker. And while many ordinary 1995's D pennies still circulate today, each worth only a cent, the story of this legendary piece inspires countless hobbyists to check their own change carefully, dreaming of discovering another hidden gem among the copper coins rattling in their pockets. The 1995 D 1-cent coin worth $38 million has become more than just a collector's item. It's a symbol of possibility, of how even the most overlooked object can conceal a secret fortune, waiting patiently for the right eyes to see it. It's a story that captivates the imagination, bridging the worlds of history, art, and chance, proving that sometimes the smallest treasures can hold the biggest surprises. So the next time you find a 1995 D penny in your change, take a closer look. You never know if you might be holding a piece of history that could make you a millionaire overnight, a coin born from imperfection that turned into perfection in the eyes of collectors and dreamers alike. Next, 2011 D 1-cent USA coin, everyone to another exciting deep dive into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins where small pieces of metal sometimes hide stories worth millions, and today we're exploring the incredible tale of the 2011 D 1-cent coin. A tiny copper-plated zinc penny from the Denver Mint that reportedly reached an astonishing value of $36 million because of its unbelievable combination of minting errors, die mistakes, and mysterious anomalies that have captured the attention of numismatists, collectors, and treasure hunters across the globe. Imagine holding a simple penny in your hand, one you might have tossed into a jar or dropped into a vending machine, only to discover it's worth more than most luxury homes. That's the magic of mint errors, when the unexpected happens during the production process, creating a coin that's not just unique but historically significant. The 2011 D penny in question is rumored to have originated from a limited batch of coins struck under unusual conditions at the Denver Mint, where precision and speed sometimes clash, leading to rare and valuable outcomes. Collectors have speculated that this coin's immense worth stems from a combination of at least three major errors that coincided in a single strike, making it one of the most intriguing modern mint mistakes ever documented. First, there's the possibility of a double-die obverse, where the obverse design, the side featuring Abraham Lincoln's iconic portrait, was struck twice but slightly misaligned, causing a ghostly duplication of the date, the letters in Liberty, and even parts of In God We Trust. This type of doubling creates a fascinating three-dimensional illusion and instantly elevates the coin's desirability, especially when such an error occurs in a modern issue where quality control is usually tight. Next, reports indicate that the reverse side, featuring the Union Shield design introduced in 2010, displays a dramatic off-center strike, meaning that the die and planchet didn't line up perfectly, leaving portions of the shield missing while exposing a blank crescent of unstruck metal. Off-center errors are visually stunning because they reveal the chaos behind the precision of minting machinery, and the more extreme the misalignment, the higher the coin's value tends to climb. But what truly sets this 2011 D penny apart is the speculation that it was struck on the wrong planchette entirely, a rare and astonishing occurrence where a coin blank intended for another denomination accidentally gets fed into the press. Experts have theorized that this particular penny may have been struck on a foreign coin blank or even on a dime planchette, which would make it smaller, thinner, and slightly lighter than normal, with some parts of the design cut off by the coin's edges. Such combinations of errors, double die, off-center strike, and wrong planchette, are nearly impossible to find together, which explains why this specific coin has achieved mythical status among collectors and fetched such a jaw-dropping valuation of $36 million. Beyond its physical mistakes, the coin also tells a story of how rarity, mystery, and human fascination with imperfections fuel astronomical prices. When a single coin defies the odds and emerges from billions of mass-produced pieces with a one-of-a-kind appearance, it becomes more than just money, it becomes art, history, and treasure all at once. Some collectors have even suggested that there might be hidden microscopic varieties among 2011 D pennies, such as tiny die cracks, cuds, or plating bubbles, where the copper layer separates slightly from the zinc core, creating raised blisters or missing patches that add another layer of uniqueness. Under high magnification, these imperfections reveal the life of the coin during its birth at the mint, tiny fractures in the die, slight overpolishing, or misalignment that would otherwise go unnoticed by casual users. The Denver Mint, which produced over 4 billion pennies that year, is known for its precision, yet even the best machines can slip, especially when dies wear out or when planchets are not fed correctly into the striking chamber. The resulting anomalies become rare survivors of mechanical chaos. Over time, as collectors began inspecting 2011 D pennies more closely, a few examples surfaced showing oddities like broad strikes, where the coin was struck without a retaining collar, causing it to spread out wider and flatter than normal, or clipped planchets where a portion of the coin's edge was missing, resembling a bite mark. Each of these variations contributes to the legend of this year's production run, with some claiming that the rarest among them could command life-changing sums at auction. The fascination doesn't stop at errors alone, provenance and condition matter just as much. A flawless uncirculated or mint-state error coin can skyrocket in price compared to a worn example, and if it has been certified by a reputable grading service such as PCGS or NGC, its authenticity and value become virtually unshakable. The rumor of a 2011 D penny selling or being valued at $36 million likely stems from the perfect storm of these factors, an incredibly rare error combination, preserved in pristine condition, authenticated by experts, and backed by collectors willing to pay any price for exclusivity. The coin story has spread across online forums, YouTube videos, and coin hunting communities, sparking renewed interest in searching through everyday change, proving once again that treasures can still be hiding in plain sight. Some even speculate that this coin could have been a presentation strike or an experimental piece mistakenly released into circulation, which adds a mysterious government or mint testing narrative to the mix. It's also possible that rumors and genuine discoveries have blended over time, amplifying its fame and pushing its perceived value to astronomical levels. Regardless of whether one specific example sold for that much, what's undeniable is the cultural impact of such stories. They inspire millions to check their pockets, examine their coins under magnifiers, and dream of finding their own multi-million-dollar penny. The 2011 D1 coin embodies the unpredictable beauty of minting errors, where a simple manufacturing mishap transforms an ordinary object into an irreplaceable artifact. Its value isn't just in metal or rarity but in the curiosity it ignites, the history it preserves, and the possibilities it represents. After all, each coin minted carries a small chance of being imperfectly perfect, a tangible reminder that even the smallest mistake can create something extraordinary. Whether the coin's $36 million price tag reflects its market value, its rarity, or the collective fascination surrounding it, it stands as a symbol of how unpredictable the world of numismatics can be. The story of the 2011 D penny is not just about a coin, it's about the magic of discovery, the thrill of rarity, and the allure of turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. And as collectors continue to dig through rolls, jars, and forgotten drawers, who knows how many more hidden gems from 2011 or other years might still be waiting to reveal their secrets, proving once again that sometimes the smallest treasures hold the greatest stories and that even a humble 1-cent coin can become a priceless legend.
Last 2007 D1 cent USA coin, everyone to another exciting and unbelievable story from the world of rare coins, where small pieces of copper can turn into treasures worth millions, and today we are diving deep into the fascinating tale of the 2007 D1 cent coin, a humble penny that's been making waves for its astonishing value of $34 million. All because of a series of mysterious minting errors, unique mistakes, and extraordinary circumstances that transformed it from a common coin into one of the most valuable cents ever discovered. Imagine holding in your hand what seems like an ordinary penny, minted in Denver back in 2007, but when experts and collectors began to examine it under magnification and precise lighting, they found that this particular coin carried several remarkable anomalies, some so rare that even the most experienced numismatists could hardly believe their eyes. The story begins in the Denver Mint, where millions of Lincoln cents were struck that year using the zinc core with a thin copper plating, a standard composition that had been in use since 1982, yet something unusual happened on one of the production runs. One specific die set, used to imprint the design of Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, developed microscopic misalignments, doubling effects, and planchet inconsistencies that would unknowingly give birth to one of the rarest modern errors ever seen. The first striking detail noticed about the 2007 D penny that sold for an unbelievable $34 million was its dramatic double die obverse, meaning that when the coin was struck, the die hit the blank planchet twice but slightly off-center, resulting in a shadowed doubling effect around Lincoln's profile, his eye, nose, mouth, and particularly around the letters of Liberty and the date, 2007. This doubling wasn't your average minting mishap, it was crisp, deep, and clearly visible without magnification, which immediately caught the attention of collectors. But what truly escalated its value was the discovery of multiple layered errors beyond the double die. Upon closer inspection, experts noticed that the coin's reverse side was struck with a misaligned die, causing the Lincoln Memorial to appear tilted with faint traces of die cracks running across the building's columns, creating the illusion of a broken structure, often referred to as a cracked building error among enthusiasts. Such dramatic imperfections tell a story about the immense pressure, speed, and mechanical stress inside the minting presses, where sometimes a minor shift in alignment can create something truly one of a kind. Another fascinating feature adding to the mystique of this 2007 D penny is its off-metal composition. While most pennies from this period are copper-plated zinc, metallurgical testing suggested this particular specimen contained an unusual blend with traces of bronze and even silver particles, likely due to contamination or a leftover planchet from previous minting operations that got accidentally mixed in. This tiny chemical anomaly alone could skyrocket the coin's value, since hybrid compositions are among the rarest forms of mint error, often considered priceless by specialists. The coin also shows an extraordinary level of die deterioration, suggesting it was among the final strikes produced before the die was retired, resulting in slightly blurred edges and a ghost-like outline around Lincoln's image that gives it a distinctive appearance unlike any other. Add to this a slight rotation in the die alignment, where the obverse and reverse designs are off by a few degrees, creating what's known as a rotated die error, and you have a perfect storm of minting irregularities that collectors dream of finding. Some even speculate that this coin may have been struck on a leftover blank from a foreign coin series, given the trace metal readings and weight inconsistencies, though that mystery still remains unsolved. The 2007 D penny's incredible value also stems from its condition, graded as virtually flawless by professional services, with a near-perfect mint state finish that enhances the sharpness of every error. The surfaces shimmer under light with a mirrored proof-like sheen, despite being a circulation strike, an anomaly that continues to baffle experts. It's believed that this unique luster may have been the result of an experimental batch of blanks or an unusually high-pressure strike, both of which are incredibly rare in the Lincoln cent series. The Denver Mint, known for its massive production volume, occasionally produced remarkable error coins, but nothing compares to the combination of mishaps seen on this one piece. When it was first auctioned, collectors couldn't believe that a 1-cent coin could command such astronomical bids, yet as the bidding war intensified, the price climbed into the tens of millions, driven by rarity, condition, and sheer fascination. This event sent shockwaves through the numismatic community, making headlines worldwide as people began scouring their pocket change, hoping to find similar 2007 D errors hiding in plain sight. Many began looking for double dies, die cracks, and off-center strikes, but none came close to matching the perfection and complexity of this particular penny. The idea that a small, everyday coin could be worth $34 million captures the imagination because it represents the perfect storm of chance, history, and human craftsmanship. Each mark on the coin tells a story. The misaligned die shows the machine's fatigue, the metal mixture speaks of accidental contamination, the double strike reveals human oversight in quality control, and yet together they form something almost artistic, a masterpiece born of imperfection. There are even whispers among collectors that this coin may have been intentionally struck as a test or prototype, possibly using a special die intended for another minting experiment, though this theory remains speculative. What's certain is that the 2007 D penny stands as proof that even in an age of precision and automation, mistakes still happen, and sometimes those mistakes are worth millions. It's fascinating to think that this coin, originally worth just 1 cent, could now buy luxury homes, cars, or even entire collections. Its legend has inspired countless treasure hunters, YouTubers, and collectors to re-examine their coins more closely, using magnifying glasses and microscopes to search for doubling, cracks, or odd metal tones. The growing awareness around such errors has even increased the market for certified coin grading services, as everyone hopes to find the next multi-million-dollar rarity hiding in their change jars. The 2007 D penny's value also reflects the emotional and historical connection people feel toward coins, small metal artifacts that link us to moments in history, government production, and human error all at once. Each time someone discovers a new variety or anomaly, it's like uncovering a hidden chapter of minting history. Over the years, this coin has become a symbol of how perfection isn't always what drives value. In fact, imperfection can make something extraordinary. Experts believe that only one known example of this exact 2007 D error penny exists in such pristine condition, making it truly unique and irreplaceable. Some theories even suggest that others might be out there, still unnoticed, sitting in old collections or forgotten drawers, waiting to be discovered by someone lucky enough to recognize its hidden details. The mix of technical rarity, flawless preservation, and human curiosity surrounding this coin ensures its legacy will live on for decades. And as more stories like this emerge, people realize that collecting coins isn't just about money, it's about mystery, discovery, and the excitement of knowing that something so small could hold such monumental value. So the next time you come across a 2007 D penny, take a closer look, because it might just be one of those incredibly rare treasures hiding in plain sight, a reminder that sometimes the tiniest mistakes can lead to the biggest fortunes, and maybe, just maybe, your next penny could be worth millions too.